Everyone, Willie Miranda with Miranda Real Estate Group, and today I'm going to talk about the 5 essential tips to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. But before I do that, I want to point out 2 very important links here on my website. First link here is for buyers. If you're looking to buy a house here in the Capital District, please click on the buyer link for a free list of all available homes for sale by all real estate agents. And if you're a seller looking to find out what your home is worth in today's market, please click on the seller link here for a free cost market analysis of your property. All right, so with that, let's jump into today's question. Okay, so some of the common questions that I get from sellers is, Willie, what are some tips you can give me on getting my home sold? And there's usually 5 essential home selling tips that I give sellers when we list their properties. And the first one is landscaping. It's very important that you really stand in front of the home and just really take a look at what your landscaping looks like. A lot of times I'll see bushes that are overgrown. Sometimes just last week I saw 2 bushes that were totally dead, and you have all these green beautiful bushes, and then you have 2 that are bright orange because they're just dead. Rip those out, get new landscaping in there, or if you can obviously trim it back so that it looks good. Without it, then that's fine, but you definitely want to pay close attention to the landscaping. Flowers is another thing, giving the home some color, maybe some hanging baskets or some different flowers that you put out in the lawn to give it some color. But landscaping is very, very important. Obviously you want to keep your grass in grass mowed, and also make sure that you're trimming around bushes and making sure that it really just looks manicured. So that's very important. The second one is curb appeal, and I put on here walkways cleared, house numbers painted, new mailbox, etc. But curb appeal is very important. When people and a buyer pulls up to your home, they know usually within 3 seconds, kind of like that first impression. As soon as they pull up to the home, they're going to know whether or not they like it or not. And curb appeal is going to be very important from really home ownership, pride of home ownership. And you want to make sure that you have those things cleared. In the little things like a mailbox, or you see a number on a home and it's all chipped up because it hasn't been painted and has been weathered over the years. Just really take a hard look at things. Chip paint, I always say paint is cheap. Make sure things are painted. Stairs, walkways clean, those type of things. And curb appeal is very important. The third one on here is lighting. Open up the curtains. If you have dark rooms, paint them a neutral color. Very important that the lighting in a home is very important. The other thing is sometimes I've gone into bathrooms and I'll see light fixtures that are missing light bulbs. Or worse yet, they have 3 or 4 different kinds of light bulbs. So you have all different types of wattages in each one of the fixtures. So you want to make sure that they're clean, crisp, they're all the same, and that they're very bright. But lighting is very, very important, and you want to make sure that that you have the right lighting. And by having the curtains open and the blinds open, it's going to definitely bring in some of that natural light. The fourth one on here is a big one, is cleanliness. And that's, dusting the furniture, especially this time of the year. We have a lot of pollen still left over. Some people have outdoor furniture that they bring in, or furniture that they had that they just haven't cleaned in a while. And making sure that you dust your furniture is very important. But windows is another big one. Cleaning a window, especially if you have pets, your front door, back door, different windows. I know some people have taken the time to do power washing and left their windows, outside that were dirty, but inside were clean. So make sure that you look at that. Take a look at your carpets, making sure that's clean. Sometimes you may have a stain or something like that that's in the carpet that maybe can't come out. You may want to replace that carpet. But if not, seek out a professional that may be able to clean those carpets, steam those carpets, and make them really shine. What else we have? Mirrors, that's kind of without saying. You want to make sure that you have clean mirrors in a home as well, not having them all full of streaks, and because people do look at that. All right, and then the last one on here is declutterizing, right? Organizing your closet. I read somewhere that you should declutterize your closet by 50% so that it doesn't look overstuffed, but it looks neat and clean. Also, if you have boxes, I just had a listing the other day where they just had a lot of stuff, and they're like, where are we going to put this stuff? So we just had them put them in organizers. We had them put them in big boxes, label them, things that they haven't worn in a long time, or things they weren't going to use until their move. Just put them in nice boxes, store them in the garage neatly or down in the basement, get them out of the way. But I'd rather see them in the basement or in the garage somewhere boxed up than see them in the closet or throughout the home. And another big one is removing items from your tables and countertops in the kitchen. I see people have, toaster ovens and microwaves and steak knife butcher blocks and all kinds of stuff all over the counters. You want to remove all that, box that up if you can, and really just leave it as much as you can bare on those countertops, because you want to make those countertops really look like usable workspace for the next buyer coming in. And if it's cluttered with a lot of stuff, they're just not going to be able to look beyond that. The same thing with your bathrooms. A lot of people put little knickknacks in their bathrooms, on their countertops, and you just want to clear that and keep it really clean. All right, so those are the 5 essential tips to get your home sold this time of the year, and hopefully you enjoy those tips and you can apply them to your own on your own home when we get ready to sell it, or if you know of anyone looking to sell their property, please feel free to pass those tips on. So there's really 2 ways to reach out to me. If you'd like to get more information, or if you'd like me to take a tour of your home and give you some tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do to get your home sold, there's 2 ways that you can reach out to me. First one's you can call my cell phone directly at 518-376-1073, or visit my website at williemiranda.com, and then start packing.